Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be checking out Magnezone in the Zone for Premier Cup, which is going to restrict legendaries and mythical Pokemon. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. I'm going to be pairing it up with Escavalier later down the line. Yes, we're going to take a look at Escavalier with Acid Spray and Drill Run as well as Counter. And then we're going to be using Swampert and my best buddy Dragonite. That is going to be 100% IV. Now, my Magnezone doesn't really have the best IVs around, but nonetheless, it's still going to be maxed out, and with the secondary move, you always want to go with those secondary moves. Now, there's going to be a trick with Magnezone. That's going to be going down the Flash Cannon route or the Mirror Shot route. Mirror Shot's not going to be doing much damage, but it does have a chance for a debuff, which could help you out in the long run, or just get a shield out of them so you can build up to 2 more wild charges that are going to be doing a lot of damage, even to things that are good to maybe even resist electric type moves, unless you're going up against a Garchomp. That's a different story. But the only downfall is when you do use the wild charge, it is going to debuff your defense by 2 stages, and well, if you get off 2 of those, you're going to be going down. That's why you more than likely want to build up to 2 so you can hit them back to back. But you know, we're going to see a few mistakes throughout this video, but it's okay. Honestly, I think you probably can learn a little bit more from losing battles as opposed to winning battles, but you know, it's very circumstantial. Obviously, you can learn from winning battles if played very well too. Anyways, with that said, taking a look at Pvpoke to see a few matchups here. Now, I'm going to be giving you a few examples as to matchups that it can win and can lose. The matches that it is going to be losing are going to have Flash Cannon, and then when I switch it over to Mirror Shot, it will be able to potentially win those if you're able to land the bait with the Mirror Shot, not taking that much energy, as well as not giving you the debuff and potentially giving them the debuff when you go for Mirror Shot. So yet again, another matchup against Metagross with Flash Cannon, not winning this, but switching it over to Mirror Shot and landing the bait. Remember, if you land the bait and they use their shield, then you could potentially come out on top for this in a 1 shield scenario. It is also going to be good going up against quite a few of the meta here. Quite a bit of the meta, right? And Togekiss is, you know, it's around, right? It's going to be doing fairly well going up against it. Now, something you need to know about Magnezone is the fact that, yes, it is Steel type and has many resistances, but it is also going to be kind of squishy, right? So if you get hit by a Dragonite's Hurricane, say from maybe even a Shadow Dragonite, if you go up against one of those, that's going to be doing a lot of damage, okay? So you need to look out for that and kind of just keep that in the back of your mind. Also, a Dragonite can bait you with a Dragon Claw, which is not going to be doing much damage, so you need to, you know, just think about that and maybe even count energy or whatever you have to do in that situation. So let's see what we have. Now, as far as my performance, guys, all right, here it is. Here, I'm just going to tell you straight up. You're going to see my score just gradually dropping. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I don't want to give you a bunch of excuses, but here it is. The algorithm is killing me. And if you think there's no algorithm, somebody commented and said the only people that complain about the algorithm are rank 8s and rank 9s who can't get to rank 10. And to that I have to say, okay, you know, fair enough. All right, fair enough, I suppose, right? If I was on a roll and I made it to rank 10, would I still be talking about algorithm? Absolutely, it's so real, guys. Okay, I don't want to go off on a tangent here for a few minutes. I'm not really even ranting or anything. I'm just explaining to you my thoughts, so we'll focus on these battles here. But when I'm using a Dragonite in the lead and I'm going Metagross counters like in the front to my Dragonite, and then all of a sudden after 7 battles I switch to Swampert, and then all I see is Gyarados, there's something a little fishy, okay? There's something a little fishy, right? Anyways, so Escavalier, how did that perform? Well, it was fun to use. It wasn't the best around. I mean, there's things that are going to hard counter it, as well as using Acid Spray and just testing out some Pokemon here. It is what it is, all right? I'll try to work my way back up. We were doing pretty good there. But as far as Escavalier is concerned, it did good. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing you should go and power up or anything. You'll see the performance here down the line. It's going to be towards the end of the video. Swampert, it's just putting in work. I mean, you have those Magnezones rolling around, tons of Metagross everywhere. This is going to be a great counter to it. Earthquake isn't, you know, going to KO you. You're going to be able to comfortably take that, so don't feel like you're obligated to shield it up when you're healthy and in the green. And then, of course, the Meteor Mash is going to be resisted, but still doing good amount of damage, so you have to look out for that. So let's go ahead and focus on these battles. I'm going to be starting it off with Dragonite, and like we went over, 100% IV Best Buddy, it will be equipped here, so looking great. Up against a Gyarados with Dragon Breath. This is not the best situation because Dragon Breath, as you can see, they are winning here because it is going to be super effective to us while they are just taking neutral damage, although Dragonite, Gyarados is going to be kind of squishy. So we're going to just let it go down. They did use 2 shields, so we do have that working with us. Now I had to make the decision, do I want to go in here and farm with Swampert or go in here with Magnezone? And, ooh, this isn't great. They are not going to be wanting to shield this up, doesn't really matter, even if it's a flash cannon. So we just go for the mirror shot there. And they decide to just let it go through, of course. They're going for Outrage on that Swampert. They're not switching, and then they go into that swap. Now they are bringing in Metagross here. This could have been good. Maybe if we went in there with Swampert and farmed down, we're able to land the Earthquake, and then we're going to be able to get this off. But the thing is, Magnezone, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing. Electric type moves are massively resisted by Garchomp being both Dragon and Ground type, and Mirror Shot simply it's not doing that much damage. They're going for the Sand Tomb, lowering our defense, and a Glitch Shield does come up here. We're going to be getting taken out because, well, Steel and Electric are going to be both weak to ground, so Magnezone has to very much so look out for that. So if you are running a Magnezone, I suggest that you pair it up with something that can resist ground, right? Like, Dragonite or even maybe Gyarados, right? So going on here, we're going to be swapping into our Swampert to go up against this Metagross. Now we're in a pretty good position. So as you can see, Meteor Mash doing a good amount of damage. We're just going to go ahead and go for the kill shot here and see if we can get it through, and we do. A lot of people are not going to be too obligated to shield up their Metagross after they did get off their energy, potentially. They're bringing in a Hydreigon here, very nice with that Dragon Breath. We're just going to go straight for that Earthquake, seeing that the Hydreigon is going to be resisted, doing a lot of damage. They still have 2 shields, bringing in the Magnezone. Now we have to look out for, what's that dark move? Dark Pulse, that's right. Doing neutral damage and a lot, and like we've discussed already, Magnezone is not going to be the tankiest thing around, right? Steel types, a lot of resistances, but still going to be taking a ton of damage from neutral as well as resisted moves all alike. So going up against the Rhyperior here does have a quick ground move, so we're looking okay in that regard. There's still 2 shields. We're able to take it down. Not too sure what was going on there. Maybe, what I was thinking is they either had Superpower and Rock Wrecker, and since I had the shields, they realized they lost already, so they just, stayed in the fight like a champ and just, stuck it out. So good games there. Good games to everybody. So going in here with the Swampert, just going to go ahead and go for that Hydro Cannon onto the other Swampert. Ours is not going to have the best IVs yet again. Both the Magnezone and the Swampert don't have the best IVs. Even the Escavalier, the only thing that I'm going to be using right now that has good IVs is going to be the 100 Dragonite. And why am I using these things with not great IVs? Well, it's just what I had lying around. This is what I had, and I don't feel like it will help you. Good IVs are going to help. I don't want to downplay it, but investing a whole nother 250k into something with just a slight better potential could make all the difference, absolutely, but I just rather not and just use what I have here. If I had like a 98 Magnezone or something for its pre-evolutions that I can evolve, then I would, but I don't, so we're just going to stick with these. And I already had the Escavalier Lucky and all that. So up against the Togekiss, well, this is obviously not a good matchup here. They're going to be getting off that Ancient Power, which is great. I was happy that they did expend that energy there. They could have got off a Charm and taken us out potentially there, but hey, that's working good for me. So we're building up quite a bit here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Mirror Shot. Getting it through, doing super effective to that Fairy type. In comes the Metagross, and see, now we kind of messed up here. We should have built up a little bit more energy and went for, yeah, we should have built up more energy with the Togekiss. So they're going to be able to take us out with a Metagross Meteor Mash. Well played. We had that Mirror Shot. If we would have got that off, we would have been able to take that. So for the next match, we're met with a the Metagross. We're using the Swampert. This is obviously a great matchup. And they're going to be building up energy and swapping into Snorlax. So we're going to go straight into our Magnezone here. Don't know if this is going to be an Earthquake, and we shielded up. Good call. That would have absolutely one-shotted us. That would have, if we had times 3 HP at that we currently do have with the stats, probably still would have taken us out because it is so squishy. Going for the Mirror Shot to get a shield. Unfortunately, they're not shielding it up. That's fine. At this point, since we're getting off these Mirror Shots, if you're thinking, well, that's kind of a waste, you could have just went for Wild Charge. Well, Technically, we would have lowered our defense and we would have not probably been able to get this off right here. So that works, and we're also lowering the Garchomp's attack. So fantastic. Going to be going in here with the Dragonite, expecting a Sand Tomb, not letting it go through. A little bit brave, not doing any damage, bringing in the Metagross. So we're going to immediately swap it to Swampert to catch this, but we use a shield. Oh, that was I mean, why would we do that? They swapped to do Meteor Mash on the Dragonite, and then we shielded up a Meteor Mash on a Swampert. It is what it is. We make mistakes, we learn from them, we move on here. Trying to get their shields, I mean, not looking great. Finally giving that one up here. We are going to eat a Meteor Mash. I don't remember how this one's going to play out. Yes, surviving. Swapping into Garchomp, we're going to be going right into our Dragonite at this point. This Dragon Claw is going to do a lot of damage, not taking very much damage from the quick moves, and Dragonite going it back into the battle, and they just stop tapping on the screen. I'm sure they realize that that's a loss there, so we're actually able to pull that one off. Into the next match, we're met with another Metagross, and this is why I love leading with Swampert here. And that they're going to be going into their Dragonite, and we're going to be swapping into our Magnezone. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them. Looks like they're trying to build up to a Hurricane, and I do believe I shield this up correctly. Let's see. Hurricane. That would have, I don't think it would have KO'd, but it would have been very close. And then after that, the Dragon Breath would have simply taken us out. So going to go ahead and preserve that. Now we're going to go ahead and go for that Wild Charge. And unfortunately, we had 2 Mirror Shots, folks, and we did not get them off. That was a very big waste of energy. We could have at least done super effective and potentially lowered the attack. So got to be on your toes there. Nice bringing in that Rhyperior. And we're going to go ahead and let this go through. It is a Rock Wrecker, and sweet dreams, good night, sleep tight. They have 2 shields left, and yes, we have a Swampert, but it's not going to be looking great for us here. They're going to be shielding that up, more than likely going for a Surf or a Superpower, and it's a Surf. We're letting it go through. They're swapping into Metagross here. There is maybe a glimpse of hope, maybe, if they don't shield correctly. Actually, at this point, no, because the quick moves on Rhyperior are going to take us out, and they realize that. Going to absorb this Earthquake, go back in with Rhyperior. We're able to get this off, but they have a shield left, and they're going to be able to finish this off with quick moves. Well played, and shields well used. Good game. Moving it on to the next one here. And we're met with a Togekiss. Now, how does this matchup go? It's not great for the Swampert. Because the quick moves are not going to be doing very much at all. Charm's just going to be ripping into us. We're going to be able to spam them, so that's a good, pretty okay situation. It really depends on how your opponent plays it out and what charge moves they do have here. So they are shielding up that one. And I was thinking this, as long as they use a shield or get off their energy, we're looking fine. So they used a shield, they got off their energy. That's a double bonus for me here. And we're able to bring them down really low. We have a shield left. We're going to be able to farm this Togekiss down. Let's see what they have back there. It's going to be a Magnezone themselves. So we're building up to 2 of those Wild Charges, and we're going to try to hit those back to back. They did use a shield, so I don't think they're going to be obligated to use one quite yet. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. It's a Mirror Shot. Very nice bait, and there you go. As we were discussing in the video in the beginning for Pvpoke, that if you have that Mirror Shot, you're going to be able to bait. Very nice, especially up against this Mirror match here. And, well, they did it. Got a shield out of me. Swapping into Dragonite, I'm going to be building up just a little bit more and going for a Mirror Shot to see if we can lower the attack. And we do not, unfortunately. Going in here with the Dragonite and just eating this Dragon Claw because we have no more shields left. We're able to get 2 Rs. Let's see how this is going to play out. Taking out the Dragonite, best buddy there. Magnezone goes in, and we have a Wild Charge ready to go. We're going to be able to get that off immediately and take the win here with our Magnezone. Fantastic. Alrighty, moving it into the next battle. Let's see what we have going on. Pretty sure I start with Swampert most of the time until we get to Escavalier. We'll be leading with that. So a Dragonite up against Swampert, not good. You need to get out of there. And they're going into Charizard, folks. Now, I'm going to go straight for the Wild Charge. Probably shouldn't have done that. We should have built up more energy and went for 2 back-to-back. I severely messed up. And I shield this Dragon Claw. Just a big oof all around here. And we're just going to go for another one. At least we got 2 shields out of them. Alright, and we're going to be able to go in here with Swampert and build up a little bit of extra energy. I think I do mess this up, though. Let's see. So they're getting a Blast Burn off. Not very effective, but still, it's Blast Burn. It hurts everything. And we're actually, unfortunately, letting them get to another charge move, Dragon Claw. I decided to just swap to try to salvage this, but they swap into their Metagross here. Now, we still have a shield. Not all has been lost yet. If we get to Hurricane, we're going to be doing pretty good damage. Check it out. This is why I like to run Hurricane and not Outrage. Missing a bubble like a scrub there, and we're able to get to another Dragon Claw here. Dragonite putting in work. There's no more shields on their end, I do believe, right? No more, yeah, on both ends here. Coming back in with the Dragonite, and they are not farming us down. That was a relief. All right, go ahead and use that energy. We're going to go in here with Swampert, but it doesn't really matter. Really? Because, well, this is not very effective, and they're going to simply be able to take us out with Dragon Breaths at this point. So we tried, guys. You can't win them all. And then a little bit of lag happened. Very mysterious. All right, moving it on. And, oh, and I lost that because of the lag. I went back in, and it was like, you know, good try, and, you know, whatever, baloney. So, yeah, that happened about 7 times, and I'm trying to stay calm, and we're not going to go down that negative route. So we're met with a Napoleon. When we did pick a Garchomp, we decided to start using this for just a couple of battles. We already know Garchomp is great, so I did go over to Sandtomb, and we're going to be doing super effective and getting the debuff there on the Napoleon. Don't know if I should shield this up. And let's see. All right, so we swap with energy. All right, what are they going to bring in? A Swampert? All right, it's a Togekiss. So if they're bringing in Togekiss to my Magnezone, they either have some super master plan, and I get a great, I don't know. I think I was just over it. I was like, whatever. I was so annoyed by the previous battles. I think that's why I was not even like too enthusiastic about the swiping there. But they're bringing in Togekiss up against a Magnezone. What do you think they have back there that does not want to see it? Or are they just playing a trick? Oh, it's going to be Gyarados. All right, well, we're going to go straight for the Wild Charge. Easy money taking them out. Super effective. And then we're just going to go for another one here and just take out the Togekiss. Missing some more bubbles. Not like I needed to hit them all anyways. I'm taking the win with the Magnezone in the zone. Let's go. Starting it off with Escavalier. And look at that lovely algorithm. We're met with a Gyarados. And they're going to be swapping into their Snorlax when we go into our Dragonite. So let's go ahead and see Escavalier, guys. So we did say we do have Acid Spray as well as Drill Run and Counter. Acid Spray is going to lower the defense, so we're going to be doing more damage with that counter potentially. Or if they're locked in there, we can Acid Spray, swap, and then they're going to be stuck with something that's going to have lower defense. All right, so we're going to be building up a lot of extra energy here just because I just wanted to do that. And farming them down. Are we going to be able to get to another Dragon Breath? Probably, or another Dragon Claw? Probably not. Or we're there, never mind. And we're going to go ahead and just hit it immediately, just doing chip damage before they take us out with that Metagross. That's fine. And now we're going to test out Escavalier, folks. Let's go. All right, oh, they're swapping into their Gyarados, so we're going to be going right into our Magnezone. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Let's get a shield out of them. And we get a shield, fantastic. So we still have 2, and we did get the debuff on that Gyarados, so that's looking great. So lowering the attack is always nice. Shielding it up anyways, but that's fine because we, you know, less damage from the waterfalls. And we have a little bit of energy built up here. We're going to go ahead and just go straight for this here because we do have the Escavalier in the bag, so we could potentially get this. But they decide to let it go through. I think they just had an idea that that battle was lost. I really wanted to see the Escavalier, but hey, we're met with a Magnezone. Let's see how this works out. All right. So we have the Drill Run. We could have went for it, but we're going to go for an Acid Spray, thinking that they're going to maybe shield this up. Let's see if they do. Knowing my luck, they're going to let it go through. And yes, they do. Alrighty. Alright, so we've used the shield and they still have 2. At this point, we're just going to go for Acid Spray because we're not going to swap, I don't think. Because if we do, they're going to have the advantage. Oh, I swap. Okay. Doing the opposite of what I say. So they're going for Dragon Claw. Bringing in a Metagross here. We're just going to go for Dragon Claw ourselves because we can't really build up to a Hurricane at this point. Well, I think, no, we could have. I think they realized we used our energy, and that's something else you should take advantage of as well, is if your opponent gets off energy, when they could have knowingly, or you've known that they could have got off the bigger move, they're just a little nervous in doing so. At that point, once they expended energy, and you know you can take another one of those not very effective moves, just farm them down just like he did here. Well played. And yeah, we swapped into our Escavalier, trying to get that charge move. And then they're bringing in their Dragonite, so we're just going to go Mirror Shot, try to get that shield out of them. Escavalier is down, and we have no more shields here, so let's see what they're going to throw at us. It's going to be an Outrage, surviving and getting off another Mirror Shot. Is this the correct play? I don't think so. No, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I realized I lost that battle, so yeah, good game. Yep. Moving it on to the next one here. Now we're starting it off with Swampert. Escavalier might be in the back. Oh, no, we took it off. We were like, nah, that's good. Had a little fun with it and we're done. Alrighty. Alright, so we had that matchup here. They're going to be swapping into Togekiss and we're going to be going into our Magnezone. So we're looking great. Don't necessarily need to go for the Wild Charge because these Mirror Shots are going to be doing super effective damage as well as potentially lowering the attack, in which we just did. Don't want to get hit by a Flamethrower. Unfortunately, it is only an ancient power, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. Building up extra energy. We're just farming down at this point, and I think I use another shield here. Is it going to be worth... No, I let it go through. I got Wise. All right. Do we have 2 Wild Charges ready to go? That is a question. I wasn't looking. Yes, we do. So getting off the first one, not even caring what's going to be going back into the battle. It's going to be a Metagross. Going for another one here and check out the potential of this Wild Charge off this Magnezone. If you have it ready to go at minimal health, we're able to take it down. They're bringing in a Tyranitar for the last Pokemon here. And, well, this is obviously going to be a win for us here. Hydro Cannon super effective. Mudshot super effective. And Tyranitar is kind of squishy, right? It's still a decent option with Bite. You're going to be doing pretty good damage to a lot of things, as well as super effective to Metagross. But Metagross is going to be able to hit the Tyranitar with super effective Steel type right back, and it's not really going to be looking pretty for it. All right, on to the next match here. We're met with a Dragonite. Not good for us. We need to get the heck out of here. Going to be swapping into our own Dragonite. Now, they do have energy built up. This Dragon Claw is going to bring us very low. And I'm expecting a swap after this. Yep, right into their Metagross. And can I get to a Hurricane? I am able to. Fantastic. Can I get an Excellent? Oh my goodness, we did it, folks. All right, and we're going to be going down, doing a lot of damage to the Metagross. I think I should go back in with Swampert and just absorb this here. Hopefully it's not an Earthquake. It is a Meteor Mash. Great. Good thing we let that go through. Building up a little bit of extra energy. Don't want them to get off another Meteor Mash, so we're just going to go for that Hydro Cannon here. Take them out, expecting that Dragonite to go back into battle, and I'm just hoping that they have something back there weak to Magnezone, please. I think this is where we encounter some more lag. Oh, right. Oh, mysteriously, there's some more lag. Oh, what do you know? It's always in these situations where I could potentially win, and I sat here for 5 minutes, right? You're supposed to restart immediately. So that was another loss, all right? It's always nice. I'm not going to say they're doing anything, but it's just so coincidental. All right, so for the next match, we're met with a Garchomp here. All right, Outrage is doing a lot. So you have to worry about that, but also you can get baited by Sandtomb, and good thing we let that go through. All right, so they did get the debuff there. We're going for Earthquake, doing good damage. And we're just going to go for a Hydro Cannon here, kind of trying to force them to use their shield. And they do great. Are they going to go for another Sandtomb? That is the question. And are we going to be brave enough to let it go through? We are, and yes, they are. All right. So our defense has been debuffed quite a bit. This next Sandtomb is... Oh, it's an Outrage. Okay, well, that works. So they have expended all their energy here. We're just going to go in with Dragonite and farm down. They are down a shield compared to us to 2. Let's see how this plays out. They're bringing in Metagross, and we're going to go right into our Magnezone. Please tell me you have a Togekiss back there, because if they do, we're going to be looking pretty good. Oh, it's a Snorlax. Okay. Now let's see how this plays. I was building up way too much energy. I think I even wasted a few quick moves on not gaining energy there. Going for a Mirror Shot here to bait them, and we get the shield. Great. So now they are shieldless at this point. I think we're going to be letting this go through. All right, yeah, not very effective Body Slam. Good call. And we're able to get to another one here. This is going to take them out. This is going to be a pretty close one. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All right, so letting this go through, we did, yeah. Yeah, it's not looking great, but it's not over, folks, because Dragonite has a shield. And we're able to get to Hurricane. We had energy built up, hitting that Excellent. We're going to be able to win with Dragon Breath up against a Metagross here. So that was a close one, but we're able to pull it off because we did manage our energy nicely with our Dragonite. And going for that Dragon Claw. We could have Dragon Breath down, but I didn't want to take the risk if they had a Meteor Mash back there. Alrighty, folks, this is going to be the last battle. We're met with a Metagross already off to a great start. They're swapping into Conkeldurr. Now, we have to look out for Stone Edge, but I know Dragonite could take it, and I don't want to use my shield here. So they're letting this go through, which that's perfect. Now we can go ahead and let this Stone Edge go through. Counters are going to add up, but we're able to finish it off because of our best buddy. Let's go. And then Dragonite's coming in, just finishing us off immediately. We have Magnezone for that Dragonite here, and there we go. As soon as they swap, we're going to be able to go into our Swampert here. So this is Not a guaranteed win. We could have lag. We could have a good like catch or something. So let's see how this does work out here. We're going to be shielding this up just because, I mean, we don't want to risk it. We're already in a good position. Going to see if we can get a shield out of them here. And we do fantastic, and we're lowering their attack. They're swapping into Metagross. We're going right into our Swampert, and we are looking good. There is no more shields. We're going to be able to take them out here. Now, what they can do is farm a good amount with their Dragonite and continuously spam us with those Dragon Claws, but they're going for that energy there, so that's great. And now we're just going to chip away so that we can go back in here with our Magnezone and just go for the Mirror Shot and take them out. So this is fine. We're going to be able to win this here. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more Go Battle League battles in the Premier Cup and maybe even the Masters soon. Thanks for watching and take care.